lights humming a hollow tune to a driveway empty since mid-afternoon. I used to know the rhythm of your feet on the floor. Now I'm just a ghost behind the locked front door. We built this garden, we pulled every weed, but hunger grew from a different kind of seed. It wasn't a fire that burned the house down. It wasn't a storm that swept through this town. It was the quiet erosion, the tide pulling back, the way we stopped filling the spaces we lack. Now the heart is a student of the hardest degree, in a love that learned how to leave. Your side of the closet is a cold white wall. No more echoes of your voice in the hall. We spent years teaching each other to stay, then practiced the silence that led you away. You didn't go angry, you didn't go fast. You just ran out of reasons to make the thing last. They say love is a lesson, but they never say why. The graduation starts with a long goodbye. I'm holding the diploma of a hollow chest, failing the only permanent test. It wasn't a fire that burned the house down. It wasn't a storm that swept through this town. It was the quiet erosion, the tide pulling back, the way we stopped filling the spaces we lack. Now the heart is a student of the hardest degree. Class is over, the lights are low. You're the only thing I'll ever truly know. And the hardest part of what we achieve is this love that finally learned to leave. You used to linger in the doorway, like you had nowhere else to be. Your jacket on my old chair, your silence felt like company. We didn't talk about tomorrow, but it felt safe just standing still. Now every room remembers what my hands no longer feel. It wasn't what you said or did, it wasn't grand or brave. It was how you didn't rush away. I miss the way you stayed through conversation, all through the quiet, through the rain, when love was just a breathing space and not a break in pain. You didn't promise forever, you just didn't run away. And that's the part that hurts the most. I miss the way you stayed. You knew my worst hours by heart, knew when to hold, when not to speak. You'd fall asleep beside my doubts, like they were nothing you couldn't keep. Now every goodbye feels louder, every hello feels fake. I don't miss who you were to the world, I miss who you were when you stayed. You never tried to save me, you never tried to change. You just sat inside the storm with me. God, I miss the way you stayed unguarded when the night was wearing thin, when loving me was just a choice you made again and again. You didn't need a reason, you didn't need a plan. You were here and that was everything. I miss the way you stayed. Now love feels like a countdown, like everyone's halfway gone. I keep waiting for the leaving, even when someone holds me on. If you ever think of coming back, don't bring excuses or explain. Just sit beside me like you used to, and stay the way you stayed. I miss the way you stayed, imperfect, when we didn't know our names. Back when love was just a moment, not a scar we try to frame. I don't miss the ending, I don't miss the pain. I miss the quiet kind of forever. I miss the way you stay. You didn't save my life, you didn't make me brave. You just didn't leave me. And I miss the way you stay. The tea has gone cold in your favorite mug, and the hallway is holding its breath. I've stopped moving the chairs or sweeping the rug since you traded this life for a rest. I used to fill up the room with my voice just to keep the shadows at bay, but the quiet has made a permanent choice, and it's got so much it wants to say. Now the silence has learned your name. It whispers it soft through the cracks in the floor. It sounds like the wind, it sounds like the rain, like the click of a ghost at the door. I don't have to speak to feel the goodbye. It's written in dust in the gray window frame. I've run out of words, I've run out of why, and the silence has learned your name. There's a dent in the pillow that won't rise again, and a clock that's run out of its gears. The static on the radio silence has learned your name. It whispers it soft through the cracks in the floor. It sounds like the wind, it sounds like the rain, like the click of a ghost at the door. I don't have to speak to feel the goodbye. It's written in dust and the gray window frame. I've run out of words, I've run out of why, and the silence has learned your name. It used to be a comfort, a moment of peace, to sit in the hush of the dark. But now it's a roar that will never cease, tearing the stillness apart. It's the only story left to tell your name. The silence knows your name. You used to laugh with your whole heart, like the world hadn't touched you yet. You'd say my name like it was safe, now it's something you forget. Your eyes don't look for mine anymore, they pass right through like I'm a ghost. I'm standing here with all these memories of the version of you I love the most. I know people change, that's what they say, but I never thought you'd drift this far away. I miss the version of you I lost, the one who stayed no matter the cost, the one who meant every word they said. Now your love feels quiet, cold and dead. You're here but you're not who you were, and that's the part that hurts the worst. I didn't lose you to goodbye, I lost you while you were still mine. You don't notice when I'm breaking, you don't ask if I'm okay. We talk about the weather now, not the dreams we used to say. Your touch feels distant, unfamiliar, like a song in the wrong key. I keep holding on to echoes of who you used to be. I replay the nights we felt alive, wondering when we stopped trying. I miss the version of you I lost, the way you loved without a pause, the way you'd fight for us somehow. You don't fight for anything now. You changed and I stayed the same, still loving you through the pain. I didn't lose you to goodbye, I lost you while you were still mine. If I could go back, I'd freeze the time when your heart still leans into mine. Before the distance learned our names, before love slowly turned to blame. I miss the version of you I lost, not the shadow you became. I keep mourning someone breathing, but they'll never scrubbed the scent of cedar off the sheets and taught my feet to walk the other side of the street. I took your picture down from the hallway frame, but the dust left a shadow that still screams your name. I've done the work, I've played the part of a man who's finally found a brand new start. But the silence is heavy and the lights are too low, and there's one part of me that won't let you go. Oh, I can tell my mind that we're better apart. I can tell my eyes not to look for you in the dark. I can tell my hands to stay steady and still, but I can't break a spirit against its own will. Time is a healer of soul, I've been told, but some stories stay written in ink that won't fold. I'm moving on, but I'm right where we start, trapped in the cage of a heart that won't forget. The coffee's still bitter, the morning's still gray. I've learned how to breathe through the heat of the day. I met someone new, she has eyes like the sea, and for a moment I thought she was looking at me. But I saw your ghost in the curve of a smile, and I had to go walk for a mile and a mile. It's a haunting I carry, a debt I can't pay for a love that refused to just wither. Oh, I can tell my mind that we're better apart. I can tell my eyes not to look for you in the dark. I can tell my hands to stay steady and still, but I can't break a spirit against its own will. Time is a healer of soul, I've been told, but some stories stay written in ink that won't fold. I'm moving on, but I'm right where we start, trapped in the cage of a heart that won't forget. They say memory fades like a photograph in the sun, until the edges are frayed and the colors are run. But you're still in high definition, vivid and bright, burning a hole through the middle of every night. Tell my mind that we're better apart. I can tell my eyes not to look for you in the dark. I can tell my hands to stay steady and still, but I can't break a spirit against its own will. Time is a healer, so I've been told, but some stories stay written in ink that won't fold. I'm moving on, but I'm right where we start, with a heart that won't forget. No, it won't forget. It remembers the way you laugh, it remembers the way you live. I'm fine, except for this heart that just won't forget. I scrubbed the scent of cedar off the sheets and taught my feet to walk the other side of the street. I took your picture down from the hallway frame, but the dust left a shadow that still screams your name. I've done the work, I've played the part of a man who's finally found a brand new start. But the silence is heavy and the lights are too low, and there's one part of me that won't let you go. Oh, I can tell my mind that we're better apart. I can tell my eyes not to look for you in the dark. I can tell my hands to stay steady and still, but I can't break a spirit against its own will. Time is a healer, so I've been told, but some stories stay written in ink that won't fold. I'm moving on, but I'm right where we start, trapped in a cage of a heart that won't forget. A heart that won't rest still. The coffee's still bitter, the morning's still gray. I've learned how to breathe through the heat of the day. I met someone new, she has eyes could just wither away. Oh, I can tell my mind that we're better apart. I can tell my eyes not to look for you in the dark. I can tell my hands to stay steady and still, but I can't break a spirit against its own will. Time is a healer, so I've been told, but some stories stay written in ink that won't fold. I'm moving on, but I'm right where we start, trapped in the cage of a heart that won't forget. They say memory fades like a photograph in the sun, until the edges are frayed and the colors are run. But you're still in high definition, vivid and bright, burning a hole through the middle of every night. Stay steady and still, but I can't break a spirit against its own will. Time is a healer, so I've been told, but some stories stay written in ink that won't fold. I'm moving on, but I'm right where we start, with a heart that won't forget. No, it won't forget. It remembers the way you laughed. It remembers the way you left. I'm fine, I'm fine, for this heart that just won't forget.